Hey everybody, this is Roy Candidate, and this is Favorite Game Friday, where we have a group of contributors with completely different tastes in gaming talk about their favorite game in the category of the week. This week we're talking all about our most played games. What is a game that you've played a ton of times that you keep going back to and really enjoy, or maybe it's the one that you're not super into, it's just easy for you to get to the table. Make sure to leave it in the comments down below, and let's get to the contributors' clips.
Nathan has his cartographers. I have my Sentinels of the Multiverse. It came out 10 years ago, and I played the first edition, the second edition, and then just recently started playing the definitive edition and the app, so it's definitely my most played game.
Happy Friday, everybody. This week we're talking about what games we've played the most.
Well, ever since I've been playing board games, I've tracked my progress on an app called BG Stats. Now, according to that, I played the game Tokaido most, but I think most of those was on the Tokaido app. So if we're including just games he played physically, it's going to have to be the Pandemic Legacy series. Now, designer Rob Davio says he didn't want to create a game you could only play 20 times. He wanted to create a game you wanted to play at least 20 times. And I've certainly got my money's worth from these games. I played Pandemic Season 1, Pandemic Season 2, and we were in the middle of playing Pandemic Season 0. Now, between all of those, I've played at least 40 times, and we haven't even finished Pandemic Season 0 yet.
And then if you count the plays of normal Pandemic, that takes your play count right up there.
Yeah, I've lost count of how many times I've played Pandemic. So Pandemic is my most played game.
I unfortunately don't track on the BG Stats app until quite recently, so probably only a few months, and we've been able to import all the plays that we've done together, but there's an awful lot there that isn't included on that, so it's a little bit trickier to tell. I've also played quite a lot of Tokaido because we played it together on the app, especially during lockdown when we weren't in the same place. But in terms of physical plays, my best guess of what I've played most in person is Wingspan.
Kimberly from Tabletop Tolson, and the game I have played the most of is Corsari. Now, it may not be my favorite because it's super cutthroat, but I keep playing it because I want to win, and it's just about making the best crew. It's super fun. What about you, Adam? You bet, Kim. So I can't win a game of Corsari to save my life, but I do really like For Sale, and I've played the snot out of this game, so much so we've actually had to replace our cardboard coins with real coins.
Hi everyone, my name is Ben Myers, and today's topic for Favorite Game Friday is our most played game. I've played a lot of Magic the Gathering over the years. I've played a lot of Wingspan recently. I think the game that I played the most over the past couple years is Carcassonne. It's a game that's easy to teach, so it gets pulled out a lot during game group. I also have one friend that likes the name Meeple a lot, so they want to play this game just because they like to say Meeple 100 times. Happy Friday, everyone.
Hi, I'm Linda from Get a Clue Casual Gamer, where we get a CLUE about a new game, a casual game. And this week we're talking about a game that we've played the most. And I've got two. One that is the most in my entire life, and that would be Clue, because I fell in love with it at age 9. Discovered that I love to play games because of Clue. So I have played it many times throughout my life. But in the past year, there is a game that has kind of sprung up as the game that I bring to the table when I'm trying to teach new people about our hobby. And it is Super Mega Lucky Box. It is a simple game. It is kind of a cross between bingo and tic-tac-toe. If you, it's a flip and write, and you flip a card, it has a number on it, you call out the number, and everyone X's out that number on their card. If you complete a row or a column, you get a reward, which could be either a number, a star, a moon, or a lightning bolt, and each of those will help you get points in some way or another. After 4 rounds, the game is over, and you add up your score. It is simple. It's so easy to teach. It's so easy to play that it has become the game that I have played the most in this past year. So, Super Mega Lucky Box. That's the one for me right now. And happy Friday. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye.
Hey friends and gamers, it's Frenchie, and we're going over our most played games for Favorite Game Friday. So probably hands down the most played game I've had was Magic the Gathering. My son and I played the snot out of that over the years, but we're going to center on board games primarily. I would say, as far as a board game, it has to be Bruges from Stefan Feld. Play this a lot at my game group. I've played this so many times, one of my most beloved games of all time. But as far as the actual number of games played, it has to be Point Salad. Such an enjoyable game. Very easy to play, very easy to teach, very colorful. It's easy to whip out the beginning of a game night, maybe play a couple for some fillers towards the end or in between games. And so that's the number one game that I play the most of, Point Salad. Hey, hope you're doing well, and until next time, play nice. Have a great Friday.
Hello Proti here, your main content creator, and today's topic is my most played game, and my most played game is Port Royal. Port Royal is a short push your luck game, has just cards mostly as the components, multi-use cards. You are flipping cards so that you get ships to get money, and with the money hire different crew members. Those crew members give you points and different abilities, and the first person who gets to a certain amount of points on those characters that they hire, the end game is triggered, and the person with the most points wins. The nice part is the game is short, easy to teach, goes very well multiplayer, but with the extensions that I have, has a really nice solo mode. Even one of the extensions brings a story mode into it, and it's really interesting, and that's why it's on the top of the list of my most played games. So we're talking about Port Royal. Have a nice Friday.
Hi, it's Barb, Meeple PhD, and the most played game on my shelf right now is Space Base. This is a dice-chucking tableau building game, kind of like Machi Koro, where the active player rolls the dice, they get something based on their tableau, and everyone else has the chance of getting something as well based on what they have. So it means there is no downtime in this game. You are always paying attention to what's going on because you might get something on someone else's turn. It's a comfort game for us. It hits the table a lot. And it is my most played game, Space Base. Happy Friday, everyone.
Hi, we're the Hendersons. I'm Daniel.
And I'm Deb. And this week's theme is most played game ever.
We thought about last few years playing hobby games, but we really had to go back in time and consider what we'd been playing with our families and our parents since we were kids. And mine is Scrabble. This letter tile laying game where you make words is a classic, but it's really fun, and you have to accept that your mom's still going to beat you even though she's 80 years old. Deb, what's yours?
Mine is Rummy Cube. And I've been playing this with my family since I was a child also. This is the game where you're trying to get runs of numbers and three of a kind in different colors. And there are times when you can mess up the entire board just to place that one last tile.
There you are. Two classics, but they are the ones we've played the most.
Happy gaming.
Hey guys, this week's topic is a game that I have played the most. Well, that has to be Pokemon. I play like crazy. Oh, wait, you're talking about board games. Right. Ticket to Ride or Pandemic. It's the games that I have taught to many people, and it's like the easiest ones when it comes to introduction, so it's pretty much the games that I played the most. If you told me Ticket to Ride or Pandemic, I wouldn't know. I play them all like crazy, and people always tend to say, hey, can we play this? Can we play this? So that's my pick. See you guys next time.
Assalamu alaikum. When it comes to the most played games, I can give two names, The Crew and Legends of Andor. The Crew in the sense that these are the most number of games that I have played, because the number of games are short. I've played the whole campaign, so that rounds about to 70 plus games that I have played to complete all the missions of The Crew. Then when it comes to Legends of Andor, in terms of the amount of hours that I have played, this is my most played game. I love the puzzle element and the adventure that comes in Legends of Andor, and that includes all the expansions, the fan expansion that I made for this one, which I have played, and that expanded the life of this game a lot. And that's why I have played this game more than 60 hours, which makes it my most played game ever. I love it. That's it for me. Happy gaming.
Hello everyone, Merlin's Manor here for Favorite Game Friday. And the game that gets to my table the most is ironically one that is not easy to get to the table, in two different senses of that phrase, easy to get to the table, and that is Gloomhaven. This is a heavy game that's hard to physically get to the table, and also a game that takes a lot of time, and so it's not very easy to get regularly to the table, and yet we have gotten it to the table 76 times since I started keeping track, and about maybe 10 times before that, and so we've got quite a bit of plays of this game. And so this is my game that gets to the table most often, despite the fact that it takes quite a bit of time to play and set up. Happy Friday, everyone!
Hi everyone, I'm Nathan, and I'm trying out my new phone. My most played game digitally is Seven Wonders, with 1,175 logged plays on my phone. And my most played game physically, I only started counting last year, or keeping track last year, is Dune Imperium with 51 plays.
Hey, Favorite Game Friday, Jared here again from the Meeple Mentor YouTube channel, home of board game tutorials, news, and a podcast. And this week we're talking about games that hit the table most often, games that really we just bring out all the time. And so for me, it's usually those small box games, ones that you can bring out with anybody, new or or hobbyist. So for me, that pick is Skull. This is a bluffing game, but it also has a little bit of bidding where you can make challenges, and sometimes you're bluffing whether or not you're going to be able to make that challenge because you have to reveal all of your discs that you've placed. And if any skulls are revealed in the challenge when you pick discs to flip over, then you lose that challenge. It's a really fun game. It plays in maybe 20 minutes. And it's just excellent. The other one that I was thinking of that's another bluffing game that also gets hit to the table quite a bit is Cockroach Poker. I don't have the box on me right now, but it's also really good bluffing game that's just a deck of cards. And that one's unique because even though you can play with a large player count, every time you're bluffing, it's always between you and one other person. You don't have to bluff the whole table. So it's really interesting. Check both of those out, and I'll see you next time.
Hey everybody, my most played game of all time is this one right here, Gloomhaven. And I've played it a total of, let me check my stats here, 78 times. And 65 of those times we actually won the scenario. We played it over like a, 3.5 year period. And yeah, that was quite a lot of plays.
Yeah. I didn't get to play the Gloomhaven campaign, so my number one is, which you can check out the whole top 10 on our video.
Spoilers for that.
Yep, is Fabled Fruit, with a total of 34 plays. It's because it's actually a pretty long campaign.
Yeah, that's a fun game too, and I've played that quite a bit too. All right, well, happy Friday, everybody.
Bye.
Hey folks, Calvin's Got Game here. I'm in a little different setting today. I'm out of town, but I wanted to get in on this week's Favorite Game Friday. And so today, they're wanting to know your most played game. Well, my most played game is a deck builder from Flying Frog Games, and it's called A Touch of Evil, Dark Gothic.
Happy Friday, folks! I'm Mike.
And I'm Kay. We just joined this hobby in 2019. Luckily, we managed to record all of our games since day one.
As you can see, we have an Excel file where we record all of our games to make some analysis, and apparently, our most played game is also our favorite game of all time.
We actually had 207 sessions of this game.
Ian Send. See you on the next one.
Hey guys, it's Addie from Skeleton Key, and this week we were talking about our most played games, which for us, with 64 plays, is Dominion. Happy Friday. Bye!
Hi, Twice as Nice Dice here.
And today's theme is the game we played the most. Me and my brother's pick is Hero Quest. Now, the reason why we played Hero Quest so much is because of the website Ye Old Inn, which gives extra quests.
And my game that I have played probably over 100 times would have to be... So I guess the game that I played the most is... Werewolf. Bye!
Hello everyone, I'm the other Josh, here to talk to you about my most played game, which is Imperial Settlers. I got this for my birthday a number of years ago, and my wife and I have logged a ton of plays of it. Somewhere between 75 and 100, I think. I love this game for a number of reasons. The engine building, the optional deck building kind of thing you can do before the game starts with all the expansions, all the different cultures that you can play through. Just really love this game. It's one of my absolute favorites. Have an excellent Friday, everybody.
put a super short clip in there for games that give you nostalgia. Is there a game that really reminds you of like the olden days of gaming, or a game that you really enjoyed back in the day? Make sure to leave that in the Google Drive below, and it'll be awesome to have you join in on next Favorite Game Friday. Anyway, this has been Roy Kennedy, and I'll see you on the next one.